remember the first time you did a date?
Mm, yeah, it was actually it was my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend.
Hmm.
He introduced me to one guy. Actually, no, yeah, he introduced me to one guy. He was a drug dealer. He was a heroin dealer,
Hmm.
and he gave us heroin for it, and that's my first time doing it.
Oh, okay. So your boyfriend actually had you do a date with the drug dealer,
That's my first time doing it.
kind of like a cash trade,
Yeah, but
and
the
you
drugs.
did favors for it, and he gave you drugs.
hmm
Wow.
The second one was money.
Okay, Gigi, where are you
hmm
from, and how old are you?
I'm actually from. Well, I was born in New York, Westchester, White Plains, but I came down here when I was 8. I came to Boca South. I know it's actually my bad. I came down here when I was 6. After Boca South. So I basically I was born in New York and I'm from Boca.
Oh, okay. So you were born in New York. You came to Boca Raton when you were 8 years old.
hmm
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. Did you grow up with both of your parents,
Yes, I did.
mom and dad?
hmm
Okay. And how was your relationship with your mom growing up?
It was good. It was nice. I loved her so much, but I was more closer to my dad. I was always more close to my dad than my mother, but both of my relationship with them was pretty good.
So you was a daddy's girl,
hmm
and your relationship with your dad growing up, how was it?
It was good too. It was really good too. He loved me. We both, we actually had he loved me. It was a really good relationship. I would say it was really good. I actually had a really good relationship with my dad when I
What
was
did your
there.
mom do for a living when you were growing up?
My mom was actually a real estate agent.
Okay, she was a realtor.
hmm
Okay, and what about your dad?
He was I think he was a stocks person. He worked with the stocks.
Okay, okay,
hmm
that dealt in finances.
hmm
Okay, okay, and what about siblings, brothers and sisters?
I have two sisters, one brother, one older sister and one younger sister, and one brother. He's the youngest.
Oh, okay, and were your parents married?
Yes,
And they're still married today?
yes.
Oh, okay. How's your current relationship with your mom right now?
Not that good. Like I mean, I don't speak to them. I don't speak to them at all. I mean, I only would speak to them if I was with my boyfriend, which I'm not really with him at the moment because we we're kind of on separate terms at the moment because I'm just not ready to see, I can't I'm just not ready to see him right now because I'm just kind of I don't I just want him I want him to see him. I want him to see me when I'm like doing better. Like I don't want him
Okay,
seeing me like that's on the streets. Like, I don't want to
okay.
see.
In your current condition?
Yeah, so
Okay,
trying
got
to
you,
stick into
got you.
yeah.
And what about your relationship right now with your dad? How's that?
It's good. Matter of fact, my dad has cancer, right? So that was kind of like really upsetting and sad because I wasn't speaking to him, and then me and my dad got into a big fight about everything because I was started talking to my cousin, and my cousin is supposedly toxic, and my family, my mom and dad, they don't like her, and I started talking to her because I felt left out of my sisters, so and I feel like she was nice enough, so I got to big by my dad, and then I found out my dad has cancer, so I felt really bad. But my boyfriend, that I told you I'm separate from him a little bit. He came out with his medicine for people with cancer treatments. Like he's like a biologist, so he came out with it, and I mailed it to my dad. So I started talking to him again a little bit. So that's actually pretty good.
So your boyfriend sent you some, I guess, medication to help your dad
Yeah,
with his
I
cancer?
mean, my dad, my mom, my boyfriend sent it to my family,
Mm-hmm.
right? 'Cause at the moment I was with my boyfriend when that happened, right? It was my boyfriend's friend. He got it from the lab, and that's when he sent it to my family, and my dad got really happy.
How long ago was your dad diagnosed with cancer?
Um, he was I think a year or 2 years,
Uh, t- uh,
a year.
about a year ago.
hmm
Oh, okay. And when last did you speak to him?
Um, I think it was I think it was 2 months ago or either almost 2 months ago because either almost 2 months ago because almost 3 months ago, but and it was really 2 months ago because and that was the last time I spoke to my boyfriend, and that was or last time I was with my boyfriend. So
Oh, okay.
that's like basically 2 months or almost 3 months.
Okay.
Am I doing good?
How's your relationship with your siblings?
My old not so good. My brother, yeah, my brother's good, but my sister's not so much. Like my old sister is a total like she's really mean to me. Like my whole life, my old sister she would always like kind of like bully me,
Hmm.
especially about like everything about me. Like she'd always like talk about uh how like she's a blonde and I'm a brunette, so she would always make it out like blondes are prettier and brunettes are not as pretty and shit like that. And she'd always just bring me down. Always, she'd always just bring me down, and she'd always leave me. And my sisters would always leave me out of things. They would hang out together, leave me out of things. And that's why. And that's another reason why I I I I, I, I invited like my cousin Cherie into my life because of that reason. Because
Okay, so
and
are
that's
both your sisters blondes?
yes.
Okay, so you kind of suffered a little bit of mental abuse.
Mhm.
You were brunette, and they decided that they're
Mhm.
gonna hang out together without you growing up, and they kind of teased you about it.
Yes. Yes, it did.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mhm.
So you kind of like develop a stronger relationship with your cousins because of that?
And the more strong relationship I developed with my cousin, the more I started becoming more separated from my dad and my shit like that. So
Wow, wow. So because of your sister's mental abuse, you
mhm.
kind of drew away from not only them but your dad as well.
Yep.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Mhm.
Wow. And what's your current relationship status? Are you married?
Oh no, I'm not at the moment. No, I'm actually single at the moment.
Were you ever married before?
No,
Engaged?
no.
Oh, okay.
I only
Okay.
went to I went to the I wanted to only went from like to having a boyfriend. That's it. I
Okay.
went that far than that.
So you only had boyfriends really.
Mhm.
One boyfriend?
No, I had. Matter of fact, I had three actual. I actually had three actual relationships that lasted months.
Okay.
The boyfriend I'm talking about now he's my third boyfriend, like my recent boyfriend I had. My
Uh,
first boyfriend was abusive.
oh wow, I'm
My
sorry to
first
hear that.
boyfriend was the one that introduced me into that
Was he
life.
mentally abusive or physically
My
abusive?
first boyfriend,
Yeah.
he's three. He's physically abusive, mentally abusive, and psychologically abusive.
Wow. Wow. Do you have any kids?
No,
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you want kids in the future?
no. I mean, maybe yeah, maybe no. Yeah, I do. Maybe one day, maybe with my recent boyfriend, if it hopefully maybe one day with my recent boyfriend,
Okay.
if I ever get my shit together and
Okay.
so I want to get my shit together, then and then yeah.
So once you get things together, your current boyfriend, you would have kids with him.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, what about poisons? Are you currently on any drugs?
Yeah.
What's
Uh,
your drug of choice?
Fentanyl. Matter of fact, that's my first boyfriend was the one that introduced me to it.
He introduced you to fentanyl.
Hmm.
And how long ago was that?
That was in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That was around the pandemic, right?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. And how did he introduce you to it? Was he using?
Yeah, he was shooting it. He kept on telling me how when he was like telling me how like that I should try it, meaning like I should try shooting it up, like I should try it. And I told him a couple times, no, I'm good. I really don't want to because I never once have ever wanted to do that shit. Like I never wanted to try heroin, or even put a needle in my arm. So I told him like 10 times, at least 10 times, that I didn't want to. But then he just kept asking me over and over again. So I finally gave in, and then I didn't.
Wow, and you tried it.
Yeah, because
And you've been
he kept on saying how like oh, it's really good. You was really good. You're missing out if you don't.
and you've been hooked ever since.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
He's clean now, supposedly though.
Mm,
I,
I'm
I,
so,
I, I went like ever since we broke up, he got clean. He got clean.
wow. So he hooked you and he got clean.
Mhm.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Mhm.
Have you sought any help for it before?
Yeah, I have, but usually sometimes I would run away from rehab, right? Because I would get like, I just I would I don't know. I just looking like we get that feeling of getting high or some shit. I don't know, like, or something would happen when the rehab, or someone would say something to me. I get offended. But that was in the beginning. Or either I I just started thinking too much into things, and I started thinking like getting depressed and shit like that. And then I would leave. But then usually,
Wow.
and then the last time was when I actually did finish the program, but I was still in the same area. I was still here in an area where I was using, so I felt like it was just really hard not for me to use, and I
Hmm.
so
So you did finish a program and you kind of like relapsed, really?
yeah.
Wow.
My
And
first
how
time
long ago was that?
that was almost a year now.
About a year ago?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Wow. And have you tried getting back into a program since?
Yeah, I have, but I mean,
It's kind of tough.
it's not that it's hard. It's just that I don't feel 100% ready yet. I mean, I like maybe I'm trying. I mean, at the moment right now, I kind of feel I kind of feel like I want. I kind of would like to. Now I'm starting to feel like I really want. I'm starting more. I kind of feel like I want to get clean more now than I did before. You know,
Hmm.
I've been back on the streets again.
Okay. Gigi, what's your favorite color?
It is. I like burgundy.
Burgundy. Wow, that's a nice one. It's a pretty color.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any favorite TV shows?
I like CSI Miami. It's a cop
CSI
show.
Miami. Oh, okay.
Because it reminds me of my mom. The blonde woman reminds me of my mom too.
Oh, okay. You guys used to watch it together, or?
No, but I mean, she watches it too, right? But she used to watch it with my dad. I
Mm-hmm.
watched it later on after her. Like, matter of fact, I started watching it with my first boyfriend, my ex boyfriend. That's when I first started watching it.
Oh, okay. And you love that show?
It's my favorite show. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
I mean, I like all cop shows, but that one's my favorite.
Got you, got you. Gigi, what do you do as far as income? How do you make your money?
Well, usually when if I'm with someone, like if I'm with my boyfriend, like especially my recent one, he takes care of me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he does construction work. But if I'm by myself, right,
Mm-hmm.
I tend to I tend to either panhandle or I just I mean I see someone that I know, and then they help me out with money, and I'll and shit like that by just doing something easy and something else. And but most of the time when I'm by myself, it's actually I end up struggling a lot because I don't really do much when I'm by myself. Like, meaning, like, I don't
Okay.
really make that much money when I'm by myself.
Oh, okay. But
But
if you do know somebody, you do like sexual favors and stuff?
yeah, but they're not like really big sexual favors. Like, I don't have sex with them or anything. Or suck a dick or anything like that. I won't even say that out loud. Sorry.
Nah, you're fine. So what do you do as far as sexual favors usually?
I would either give sometimes either hand jobs, or either uh they would I would watch they would watch me play with myself, or I would watch them play with themselves, or I would sometimes I would I would give head, but only with a condom on. But I
Oh,
would
okay.
never have sex because I can't have sex if I can't have sex with someone I don't know. I can't do it.
Got you, got you.
hmm
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
Um, ever since ever since I think ever since I started doing it at
How long ago?
2020.
2020? So that was shortly after you started using.
Yeah, but I don't remember, but not 2020 because I've been with my ex boyfriend for 4 years. So it was after me and my boyfriend broke up. So
Hmm.
2019 plus 4 years. I don't know how much that. What year is that?
2019 plus 4 years, that would be 2023.
Yeah, so 2023. That's when I started doing it,
Hmm.
right? But I've been on. I'll be like on and off. Like
Oh,
I will
okay.
go on and off. Cause like
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
and I
okay.
didn't want to always do it. Like when I'm on the streets, I would handle too.
Do you remember the first time you did a date?
Mm, yeah, it was actually my with my ex boyfriend, my first boyfriend.
Hmm.
He introduced me to one guy. Actually, no, yeah, he introduced me to one guy. He was a drug dealer. He was a heroin dealer.
Hmm.
And he gave us heroin for it, and that's my first time doing it.
Oh, okay. So your boyfriend actually had you do a date with the drug dealer,
That's my first time doing it.
kind of like a cash trade,
Yeah, but
and
the
you
drugs.
did favors for it, and he gave you drugs.
hmm
Wow,
The second one was money.
wow.
But then we started dating, and then he didn't want me doing that anymore.
Mm,
That's when we were first friends.
got you,
So
got you.
basically, he was the one that kind of like introduced me into all this stuff. He was the one that he kind of basically kind of like, I basically started doing all these new things ever since I met him, like all these new crazy things.
So is your first boyfriend that introduced you to drugs and prostitution, pretty much?
Yeah.
Wow. Gigi, what's your educational background? Did you finish high school?
Yes, I did, but I finished it with a completion certificate, meaning I failed my classes. So I failed some of my classes, not all of them. But I'm an ESC student, so they passed me anyways because I went to all my classes and I went to school every day. So that's why they passed me anyway. So that's why I got a completion certificate.
Oh, okay. So you were in the ESE program
Mhm.
in high school.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you finished that, did you pursue any more education? Like, did you do any college or anything like that?
Um. Uh. No.
No. Oh, okay. But you did finish.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Am I doing good?
And what's your living situation right now, Gigi?
Right now at the moment, it's not too good, but it's not too bad either. Like it's like I have somewhere to stay at the moment. I have somewhere to stay and sleep to rest my head. But sometimes, but I don't stay there all day. Like I usually like go out. I usually stay outside up until 9 o'clock at night. Then I go back there, and then I wake up at like what? And I go back outside for like at
Okay, so at
six
night you
o'clock
have
or
some
7.
place to lay your head, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay, and then during the day you're out here.
Mhm.
Well, that's good. That's good. And you have someone that so you sleep at someone's house at night.
Mhm.
You're not on the street. That's
Yes.
good. That's wonderful, actually.
It just started yesterday. I just got yesterday. Like I've been staying at their house. Like it's not my first time, but they've been away for a little bit, so
Hmm.
they just came back. That's why.
Oh, okay. Any crazy stories? Anything
Uh,
that happened out here that you want to talk about?
yeah, actually, I have one. Basically, I won. It's actually I happened to like happened pretty close by over here, right? I was hanging out with these. I was hanging out with this group of friends, right? A black guy and his girlfriend,
Hmm.
and a couple other two other like three other friends, right? I think it was one guy and one two girls. Anyways, and we are all hanging out, smoking hard, smoking fentanyl, right? And some girl, she gave me a piece of hard, right? She said it was hard, but obviously it was fake, right? It was something else, right? It wasn't fentanyl, but it was something like fentanyl. It was something that was like a downer, like something, right? That basically was the thing that maybe OD, right? But and I noticed that so basically she gave me something. She told me it was hard, but it wasn't. But like later on, right? I started feeling the effects of it, right? So I started ODing, and then when I started ODing, like I was basically kind of like dying. I felt like I was dying, and when I felt like I was feel like my whole body, I couldn't like I didn't feel like I was walking when I was walking because when I was trying to walking out of the wherever they were at. This is over there by the they call it the stroll it's kind of right by J Marks,
Hmm.
right by the post office,
Yeah.
and they live by the in the some big ass yard and a gate. So yeah, when I was walking out of there at the gate, I was like running away from her because she was like trying to get me out of there because she was kind of jealous because her boyfriend, I guess, was hitting on me. That's why she gave it to me and she didn't like me.
Wow.
And so when I was running out of there, getting out of there because she was kind of like kicking me out and shit like that.
Hmm.
I didn't feel like I was walking. I felt like I was kind of like I didn't feel myself walking. Like I was kind of walking in thin air or some shit. And then when I touched my body, I just didn't feel there. I just didn't feel there. And I was kind of like a ghost, basically, because like when I walked out the gate, I saw my body, my body laying on the ground, like my dead unconscious body on the floor, and everybody was surrounding it. Right, and that's when I freaked out because I was like thinking in my head, like, wow, am I actually dead? Am I actually dead? This is actually happening. Like, there's no way, there's nothing I can, it didn't feel real at first. I was freaking out because I was like, damn, there's no way I'm actually dead. I'm actually gone now because that's what happened. But then, and because I was a ghost, and then it took a while for me to like wake up and feel normal again because I started like it was I was just like thinking about, I don't know, it was weird. And then all of a sudden I remember, my favorite show is CSI Miami, right? And sorry, my favorite show is CSI Miami. I really kind of pictured like where I saw the people, like the CSI Miami people, like looking at my body at the crime scene. That's
Mm.
why I saw them like surrounding it and they're touching it. And then that's the last thing I remember. And then all of a sudden, someone like poured water on me, and that's what pulled me out. Some girl that supposedly uh, somebody that I've been trying to avoid, basically, and they're the ones who woke me up.
So you were kind of like overdosing, really,
Yeah, I was
on whatever
overdosing.
she gave you.
Yeah, but
Did you ever find out what it was that she
I
gave you?
did, but I can't. But someone told me what it was. The person that poured water on me, but I can't remember what she said because it was a really weird word.
Oh, okay. So it was some type of weird drug.
Yeah, it was kind of like fentanyl, but it was way worse. It was way stronger. Like it wasn't fentanyl.
Wow. And you had like an out of body experience?
Yeah, even not a body experience because I was actually dead. I saw my dead body. I saw my body on the
Wow.
floor.
Wow. Okay, Gigi, that was a great interview. I I wish you the best in the future. I hope you get the help you need. I hope you come to and decide that you really want to do it. And hopefully, next time I see you, you'll be in a lot better position
Yes.
and you'll be with your boyfriend. Okay? All right, Gigi. Thank you. Bye bye.